Working with him in general was fantastic. You know, he's a tremendous actor.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine. And you?
I'm great, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to talk to you. I'm a huge fan here.
Thank you.
And yes. And let's talk about like Top Gun Maverick and how did you come on board and how excited is for you to be part of this franchise?
I got a call from Joe Kosinski, the director, who I had worked with before on a movie called Only the Brave. He directed. And I was really happy that he was thinking of me for another project. And then especially flattered that they were thinking of me for Top Gun, which was a really exciting idea to me. And he sent me the script and I thought it was just great. I thought it was such a compelling story in its own right. So I was very excited about it.
What do you like the most about Penny?
I like her. I like the way she navigates life in general, you know, the way she navigates this kind of maybe unfinished business that she had with Maverick from the last time she saw him, you know, when he shows up in her life again, and she handles that with so much humor and playfulness. I like her, you know, she's a very joyful energy, I think, you know, and she's adventurous and she's independent and she sets her own boundaries and lives on her own terms. I appreciate that about her.
I like that she goes in the water instead of flying. So this is something that's very interesting, that is very like contrary of Maverick. So how was like work with Tom Cruise and how was like riding the motorcycle with him?
It was it was so beautiful. We were on the motorcycle, you know, it was on the coast and the light was beautiful and the view is beautiful. And it was such a callback to those images from the original movie. So I was sort of a, you know, surreal experience doing that. And working with him in general was fantastic. You know, he's a tremendous actor. He's so committed to what he's doing. He's so passionate about his work. And working with someone like that is just a joy.
You'd like to go like flying on do those flying scenes, those terrible, like very scary scenes. For me, it's terrible because I'm afraid of heights. How do yes.
I heard the stories of that training process for those other actors who play the aviators, and it sounded grueling. I know some of them weathered it better than others. So I was just fine with the idea that my character was not an aviator. I was not jealous of them and their training that they endured. But I definitely applaud them because I think it adds so much to the film. You can really feel that they're in there and that they're flying and that they're, you know, sort of flying at that speed. And it makes it really visceral, I think.
Yeah, it's incredible. All those flying scenes are very, very real. And I was on the edge of my seat watching. So when you watched the first movie, how did you feel? Do you remember? Because it was like years ago, of course.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And, but yeah, I think it was a movie that, you know, from the first time we all saw it, it felt like iconic. There was something about it, you know, a lot of that was the flying, and a lot of that was Tom and that character that he played. That was kind of iconic from the get-go.
So let's talk a little bit about you. You're super talented, you have a lot of experience, you play a lot of like different characters already. Is there anything, any genre that you'd like to play that you didn't play before?
Any genre? I wouldn't say there's any genre in particular. I just, you know, I love, you know, playing new characters that I haven't explored before, different kinds of people. I'm going to do a job in I feel like I've never played a character like her before. I don't quite understand her yet. And that's part of the fun of it, you know, that time trying to come to understand a character and make choices.
I think it's pretty fun. And if you have to give an advice to your young self, what advice would you give to you, to the little girl, the little actress that plays Sarah in Labyrinth?
As a young girl making that movie, I don't know. I had a whale of a time making that movie, so I wouldn't have changed anything. It was just a wonderland. The sets were incredible. The creativity on every level making that movie. Jim Henson was a genius and such a gem of a person with me. And of course, then there's David Bowie, who's, you know, one of my all-time favorite artists. So I wouldn't have changed anything about that experience.
Yeah, but what advice would you give to her for the future?
I don't know. I'm not in the. Again, I think life plays out the way it plays out. So here we are, moving forward.
Yeah, yes. You are very talented and have a great career. So coming back to Top Gun, what it was like for you was a really big challenge to go in the water sailing, or did you have any experience sailing?
I took lessons in preparation for the scene. My character is a really good sailor, which I certainly was not, and I still am not, but I did take a lot of lessons. I live in New York City, so I was taking lessons there in New York Harbor, and also wherever I went, I was taking sailing lessons, which was fun. It's great. That's something that's so fun about what we do. Also, as actors, getting to spend time learning about these other kinds of things. I really enjoyed it, but I had help on that boat in San Francisco. It was a lot. That was a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. and what can everybody can expect of Top Gun Maverick?
I think it's a really satisfying Hollywood blockbuster movie. I think it's a lot of fun. I think that the action sequences definitely deliver, and I think it has a lot of heart too.
Yeah. And aside from Top Gun Maverick, you have anything new coming up aside from Snowpiercer?
I have the show and this, and I'm going off to make a film when we finish this that I'll talk to you about next time.
That's amazing. Jennifer, I just want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you, and a lot of success always. And thank you so much.
You too.
What the hell? Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking.
And we're off.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
We're going into combat on a level no living pilot's ever seen.
Not even him.
You think up there you're dead. Believe me.
My dad believed in you. I'm not gonna make the same mistake.
Someone's not coming back from this.
Those are your pilots. Anything happens to them. You will never forgive yourself.
No turning back now.
Come on! Jeez!
Having any fun yet?
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.